Ooh.
You can get COVID from eating. Oh,
Well, unless our kangaroos are traveling the world.
Traveling overseas, powder la pago.
The only kangaroo that travels around the world is Qantas, and you can't eat Qantas.
Yes, you can't.
But our kangaroos, they stay at
You
home.
can't eat the
They
tail
smell-
part of the Quarter set with tail party. You know the pagan
So we're not eating Qantas. Kangaroos, our kangaroos stay home. They got no money to travel the world.
They
So
local.
this is Gammon. This is
The
Gammon.
loco, nanyanam, loco, loganam, smeral, carar, nunam, manga, carari, gomal, and everything like that. Nang your blade, nang trouble, nang quantas and that way.
Yeah, but you can't eat Qantas.
Cut the quantas tail. You go.
But I find that animal might be there. They got no money to travel the world, so I don't know how they can spread COVID. Hey, that's Gammon.
You certainly can't get COVID from eating a kangaroo tail. And in fact, you can't get COVID from eating something full stop. There was early on a lot of worry about COVID from surfaces, from touching surfaces. But once you ingest something, that your body kills viruses in the digestive system. So that's not a way you can get COVID. The main way now that you can get COVID is through the air, which is why we worry about crowded indoor spaces in particular. And we worry particularly about pubs, which are indoor, crowded, and people are talking loudly or even sometimes singing, throwing out lots of virus if they've got it. They're the sort of venues where you're most at risk because of aerosol spread. But kangaroo tails, keep eating them.
COVID-19 is a hoax. And this is Gammon. And I just conjat all over the world. Konjar konak, naribad map, koko map, they all died from this. Nana, eri jorjering jen dorpa. Something bagera mga on diyan le malchen gwangan le na mos pedlal. Kiji ko ka naribad ma bed salb yoro med lanel. On the lam ednagle nijek hospital. They die alone.
Ah, well.
So this here is Gammon. Dorpa way nananam.
Rip me.
Dorpa. It's Gammon. Because it is true. You see right around the world that little kids, adults, very bad map, they're dying because of that. Yeraldam doraja kiji ko gendam mang salb without their mother and father ednan erkojek ednyoram salb. And ednan tinjom salb again. You know, now family can go funeral on. I don't talk anymore, I start crying.
COVID-19 is real and it's killed a lot of people worldwide. If you look at the data we've got of the number of deaths, it's very devastating, but that data dramatically underestimates the number of deaths. So many people have died that aren't in the official data in many countries of the world where they don't have effective data systems and where many people were not even able to get to hospital. This is a devastating illness. This is a severe disease. It's causing a lot of illness, 10 to 11% of people who get it end up in hospital, let alone the people that die. So it's a very severe illness, much worse than influenza and worse than even the Spanish flu in 1917, which we know devastated Aboriginal populations throughout Australia, including here in Central Australia, where it's thought to have wiped out about a third of the Indigenous population in 1917 and 1918.
So, this year, Aboriginal people can't get COVID.
Dorpa.
No. Well, you think Konjarnaga and Kenya, they not world, they was all ruler, and they got it. They got that COVID. Urban map Konjar, they died from getting, and they were Aboriginal like you.
Read the map. Like read the Nunaning related.
Nenak Naribad Mabal Cook Mabal. My Uncle Mike in Dubbo, him and his partner got it, and they black. He was a musician, he couldn't go, he got really, really sick. He had to stay home, and him and his partner had to fight it themselves. They couldn't go to hospital, nothing. They had to stay home.
Orange Gammon.
That's Gammon.
Indigenous people all over the world have been getting COVID, and unfortunately they've been getting COVID in a more severe way. We know that Aboriginal people here in Australia can get COVID now. We've seen more than 6,000 people infected in New South Wales alone. This is Dr. John Boffa signing off now, and I hope you found that useful.